I'm not typically a coffee drinker, but I've been up for 7 hours and it's not even 10 o'clock yet. So cheers to that as we have Broncos OTAs again today. Let's get it. It will never not freak me out. The elevator will open before I even press the button. Always freak me out. Sup. Only throw. Okay, that show is done. Super quick. Now we get in the elevator and we go to Broncos. Oh, hello.
Hello.
It is gorgeous out though. Probably another hot day out at Broncos. Remember how last week I was really stressed about being late on time? I was like, I'm not gonna actually make it. We're gonna make it today, hopefully, as long as they don't actually let people in on time. 3 minutes away and it's 10:24, so I feel like we should be good on time this time. Everybody else is walking down, so we made it in good timing. There should be new signage, yeah. It's so small though. Definitely not late. Thank you, sir.
What's up, bro?
You guys said he bought Von Miller's house?
Shooting is done for the day. Now we just wait around for about an hour and a half until podium. This has wrapped. We are waiting for Sean Payton. We're hoping there's pizza again, and then we'll do player interviews after. Do we know who we're getting for interviews?
Yes, we're getting PJ,
Okay.
Javante, Mims.
Okay.
There's one other I can't remember.
It's a good list.
See, so no one ever asked me to move.
We're, I would say, kind of at that halfway mark of this off season relative to, the OTAs and the mini camp. You guys have covered it long enough. When you get to the mini camp, it's very similar to the OTAs. There's just a little bit more time in the schedule those days, but the practices themselves look very familiar. A lot of change.
Right.
In it, every one of us, and I'm just as anxious as you are to see it. We're trying to go through it. Ben, our special team coaches, we're practicing it. We had the officials in yesterday. They kind of went through all the rule changes, but specifically we spent probably a half an hour on this. And I would say the one thing for you, it's the kick's made, no one moves, and when it's caught, we all move. And I would liken that to being on second base and I'm tagging up, and so I'm watching, and when the ball's caught, I can go to third.
Pepperdine coach got canned yesterday.
What coach?
The baseball coach.
Did he?
Hardy. I don't know if you knew him.
No.
He had a bad.
You knew the story though, right?
Yeah.
Made
My
a big
son got
contribution for lights.
and no lights.
There's still no lights. I don't know where the money went.
Nobody does. That was really bad. Good to see you, Coach.
They just put Drew Brees in the Saints Hall of Fame. Saints Hall of Fame.
Drew Brees. Never heard of him.
The question was Drew going into the Saints Hall of Fame. So the Saints have a project group that do their own little Hall of Fame, and it's a great thing. It's separate from the Ring of Fame or the Ring of Honor. And when I called back today, someone was telling me that he was going in. I don't know which game will be the game that maybe.
Our newest Denver Broncos Ring of Fame.
Quite a great day for me. Woke up to a phone call from Greg Penner and did not expect that. and extremely humbled and honored.
Okay, quickly gonna do some players.
Marvin, what's it been like getting acclimated with Bo Nix and Zach Wilson?
Yeah, it's been cool. I mean, both great guys. I mean, getting to be with them on the field and also in the locker room stuff throughout the day. It's been good.
We've been standing in the same spot now for over an hour, and everyone, you can tell it's getting a little antsy. Thank goodness the sun went away behind the clouds because I was sweating, and now we're just chilling. We're waiting on PJ's off. Hungry. Just as Cecil and I were walking out because we're gonna go film some stuff. They said no more players.
It's just a waiting game, right? You wait and you wait for nothing.
Always. That's the true behind the scenes. Sometimes you just don't get anything. All right, final thoughts from practice. Bo and Jarrett Stidham looked good. Zach Wilson's like the odd man out. I kind of almost feel bad for him. What else? I know I wrote down a whole lot. It's honestly now been almost 2 hours, so I feel like I've forgotten everything. Javonte Williams looked very mid today. Marvin Mims looks very clean. He was great at the podium too. He was really funny. Michael Burton is just textbook on pretty much everything. I think he looks so solid all the time, which is great to see when there's obviously can be a lot of miscommunication with every single quarterback. He looks really good. So it's gonna do it for today's Bronco practice. I'm really tired. It was a long time to like stand out there around the podiums. And so that's what you got to do. That's why these vlogs are so interesting, because it shows like the true behind the scenes. It is not like boom, 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 boom. Sometimes you end up waiting 45 minutes for a player who's like never going to show up. I think we actually waited maybe like 20 minutes between them now, but that's just the reality of it sometimes. So we will see you guys in the next one.